Hello and welcome to the space. My name is Beatrice. I share life and self development hacks to progress your career based on my own personal journey and lessons learned. So, today I wanted to talk about the five qualities for self development. The five qualities for self development. And I picked these. There are many qualities that help one, that can help anybody to develop with a focus on themselves. But I picked these five because they are simple, but powerful. So I hope that they're able to help you. But I would love to hear from you on which of the tips resonated with you in the comments, and what other tips you would add as well. So let's continue the conversation in the comments. So the first tip that I wanted to talk about is having an open mind. um, you know Really having an open mind is, I would say, the foundation, because it leans into all the other qualities that I'm going to talk about. It's important to have an open mind about things, and not necessarily think that there's only one way of doing things. Being open to new ways of doing things, going to situations, viewing them as an opportunity to hear more, listen more, learn more, which leads me into my second quality, which is, having an interest in learning. Having a mindset where you're trying to prove that you can do something can be draining and it can be tiring. But going into every situation with the intent that you can learn something from that situation is always less stressful, because in your mind you can contribute in the situation, but you can also learn from that situation. So the first one I talked about is having an open mind, but the second one, it leans into, it's really connected to the first one, is having an interest in learning, really putting yourself out there that you want to learn something different. The third one that I want to talk about is a willingness to fail, or just improving your relationship with what failure means to you. I think early in my career, in my mind, failure was more like, oh my gosh, you have failed on about something. But over the years, I've realized that failure is just another opportunity to do things differently and to learn something new from the situation. And so really, a willingness to fail opens you up to learn more, and opens you up to have a more of a mindset that is open. Really valuing improvement over perfection, right? So getting it right is not as important as improving, either your skills, your quality, or the way that you're doing something. And then the fourth quality that I want to talk about is, a desire to experiment, having a desire to try new things, having a desire to, you know, go into solution mode with the expectation that I would try these four things and see which one gives me the best value, or which one adds the most, or which one is able to achieve the objective that I want. Because in doing that, you're still able to learn from other, even the ones that don't give you the objective that you're seeking, you're still able to learn from those as well. And then my last tip is, the ability to set aside your ego. You know, um, Somebody who is much younger than you can teach you something that you don't know. But you have to be willing to put aside your ego for the person to feel comfortable to share that with you, right? And, really having an ego makes you set in your ways. It makes you blame others for something you were supposed to do, anyways. It doesn't allow you to connect to the third point that I shared about the willingness to fail, because you want to you want to get it right all the time. And it's me. And we know that when you're on a team where there's somebody who is all about them, you're not able to get as much support from the team because everybody knows that, when it comes to this person, it's just me. And so I hope that these tips are able to help you. I will just, recap them one more time. But the first one is having an open mind, really being open to the possibilities out there, and different ways of doing things. The second one is an interest in learning, really going out there, whether it's in your career, in a new role, or whatever you're doing, going out there with the foundation that I'm here to learn. I'm here to, add on to the knowledge or skills that I have. No matter what happens, I will learn something from it, good or bad. So that's the second point. The third one is a willingness to fail, or just an openness, and to the possibility that it may not go the way you want it to, or maybe just rechecking your relationship with failure and how you view failure in the first place. Is that